Hello everyone.
Hi everybody.
Been a busy day.
What a day it's been.
We've been to London today.
We certainly have.
We were invited at the beginning of the week to, would you like to say, darling?
To a seminar.
Seminar, darling.
Yeah,
Seminar.
to talk to medical practitioners, many of them trauma specialists by the look of it, from what we were there today, from the people we saw. And really the whole purpose of us being there was to really give another alternative view to that being given by the hospital liaison committees members that were there this morning before us from the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society. So we couldn't exactly turn down an offer like that.
No.
Could we?
So off we went this morning, up at just sort of before 5 o'clock this morning, so about 4:30. And then we straight off to London.
Cross-eyed.
And we didn't actually make it in time to hear the hospital
No.
liaison committee, and we didn't actually see them there, which was real gutting, because I really wanted to hear what it is that they say to surgeons behind closed doors, because I think there's an awful lot of things that go on and are said behind those doors that, well, from what the doctor said today, later on, shows that they are quite happy to lie, put it that way.
Well, we know it's theocratic warfare, that's how they see it, and so they think that they're in a position to lie, and or shall we say, not only lie, but be liberal with the truth about what they actually share with the medical practitioners that were sat there as professionals, but expecting to hear the truth. And unfortunately, when you're dealing with the Watchtower, that's not what you get.
No.
So this is just an introduction to the talk that I did. Mrs. Latham was behind the camera. Please excuse the interruptions and the distractions that take place in the room. This is a seminar room, but let me give you the setting. This was in the centre of London. It was the emergency department that we were in. And
in the Royal London Hospital, the main hospital in London.
So there's a lot of activity, a lot of people coming and going that wanted to hear what was being said, but also had other duties as well. So it's one of those where you just have to sort of grin and bear it in a couple of places. But in general, you get the main gist of what we were there to do.
There was a lot of people coming and going from the room because, as you can imagine, their beepers kept going, a few phones kept going, so people were coming in and out. And what was nice was the fact that they rearranged the whole morning around Mark being able to speak first, because there was a few other people that were going to go on after with regards to filling in all the other surgeons and medical staff about basically general hospital goings on. And they said that no, we really want to hear your what you've come to say, and they allowed us to go on. Initially we only had I think 15-minute slot, then a half-an-hour slot, and then they said a half-an-hour slot with 15 minutes of questioning. There's a bit of confusion going on as to how much time Mark had left, but
and I was conscious of the fact that I didn't want to take all of their time, because obviously we got very conscious of exactly where they are, and we were right in the hub of what was going on, so it's a very busy place. So please be a bit kind to us when you actually see the video and take that into consideration. The lighting is so-so. It's not a cinema room, but it was really just to give everybody an idea that this is happening, that hour is moving on, that if we can get ourselves involved with the authorities to share and make them aware of Watchtower policy, then of course we're all going to take that up and take those opportunities and seize them wherever we can.
The HLC far too long now have had the upper hand and going into hospitals and being able to tell the surgeons and the medical staff anything they want. In fact, at the end of the discussion, something was quite upsetting to me. The surgeon, the doctor that actually invited us to come along, spoke to us after, and they were very interested in the shunning, and a conversation which wasn't on camera went on after, and we explained about how shunning was an absolute reality, because the very people this morning, the HLC, said to them, they actually asked the HLC, are there consequences and is there shunning? And the HLC member, this elder, whoever he was, turned around and said the shunning is a myth and all they do is love.
Interesting.
So all of you people out there at the moment that are being shunned, us included, apparently it's not happening.
It's not happening. It's all a myth.
So we put in right and said, well, actually, we're living examples of shunning. Yeah. It happens to us every day.
But this doctor said something that was quite telling. He said, that's very interesting what you've told us. He said, because he actually said it in such a nice way. And I said, yes, that's about right. But there we go. This is the truth of the reality. I said, the shepherding book is really very, very real. And there are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people shunned all over the world as a result of this doctrine coming from the Watchtower. Yeah. So it's not a myth, it is reality. Please, and we advise them all to go on the Hour website and see the shunning experiences for themselves and start understanding a little bit more about what the society does. That will help them with the understanding, just a little bit more comprehension when they see a hospital bed with a Jehovah's Witness in it, and then there may be, just maybe, they might be able to reach them in ways that they wouldn't have been able to do before.
And the sheer pressure that individual is under, regardless of age. We said that it is literally a case of they are under a spotlight, and they don't move from under that spotlight even when they come away from the hospital.
No, it only just begins for many of them.
And that's what we were trying to get the point across. But I think Mark did a very good job. We're very tired.
Yes, we're tired.
You did a very good job,
I think we're in for a treat tonight. We're going to have a glass of wine a bit later.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we're going to get our posh stuff off now. And put our sloggies on, and enjoy the rest of the evening with the children.
But we really enjoyed
worth every and we did a load of handouts as well. Which
all the handouts
if anybody wants a copy of the handout, then just ask and I'll forward it on via email. And you can see exactly what it was we gave.
They said, can we photocopy them? Said, do whatever you want to do. Just share the knowledge.
In fact, we took 50 copies. All of them went, and they said that they'll pass them on to other members of staff when they finish with them and take photocopies of them as well. So that's fantastic news. And we've had a lovely email. We've got back in and we've had a look on the computer. We've had a lovely email from the doctor that invited us and said, thank you so much. You've really given us a lot of food for thought and opened our eyes to a lot more.
And we've learnt a lot.
Learnt a lot
from and I think our discussions afterwards as well.
And I think that coming in on the same day that the HLC had actually been was a good thing, because they had fresh what the HLC members had said, and then we're coming in as ex-Jehovah's Witnesses telling them absolutely what we know is factual.
And if there are any HLC members out there watching this, or elders for that matter, we love all of you brothers out there, and we know what pressure you're under to comply and make sure that you function within the rules and regulations of Watchtower. But what we would say to this is, please think very carefully about what you're doing. These are real lives that you're playing with here. And we know, and you know, that this religion is being exposed for what it truly is. And you're propping this up. So think very carefully about your conscience and start doing the research properly and understanding that you too can be on the other side of this. Get out of it while you can and start understanding and doing the decent thing.
Stop wasting lives.
Stop wasting lives.
Anyway, we're going to say goodbye for now, and this will go at the beginning of the talk that Mark did today. And there you are. I found it very difficult to hold my tongue.
She did very well. I looked at her a couple of times. She was going like this.
I wanted to say some things, and I was like, no, don't. It's professional. But they were really lovely, all the people there, so it's good.
And they offered us cakes.
And biscuits and tea and all
very
sorts.
Unhealthy stuff.
No, it was lovely.
Very surprised.
Anyway, take care and we'll see you soon.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye-bye.